Good morning everyone. Students, as you know, we are learning how to post the journal entry into the ledger, then how to balance the ledger, how to prepare trial balance. Alright, all these things we have learned in previous classes, and today we are going to learn some more thing, although I have explained it many times during the class, but once again I'm telling you formally. That is, prepare journal entries from the ledger posting, right? Till now, what was the situation, students? You are having certain statements, right? And we used to pass the journal entry, and from the journal we used to prepare the ledger. Are you getting? Now what you get, you have a ledger posting given in the question, right? And from the ledger posting you have to make the journal entry, which is very simple. I have taught you already, right? So let's see one question so you will understand it better. Well, it's given here illustration number 3, and it's telling prepare journal entries of the following posting in the ledger accounts, right students? So this is your question. They have given the posting, and we have from these postings we have to prepare the journal entry. Okay, so let's see. This is the same way. You have to read it as I have taught you. This is your cash account. Okay, this is your debit side of the cash account, and this is credit side of the cash account. Okay, so in the debit side this is sales. So how to read it? I've told you, cash account debit to sales. All right, it's so simple. That's all. We have learned the journal. So this is how cash account is in the debit side, right? We have done something in the debit side, so we read cash account debit टू सेल्स. ओके, यहाँ कुछ होता तो हम क्या करते, ये कैश अकाउंट तो क्रेडिट हुआ है तभी हमने क्रेडिट में मेंशन किया है ना, तो हम क्या करते, दिस थिंग हैज बीन डेबिटेड टू कैश. अभी देखते हैं, आगे मिलेगा आपको क्रेडिट में. ओके, सो हियर दिस एंट्री इज as the sales is in the written in the debit side, that's why we read it cash account debit to sales. Fine. So your first entry is cash account debit to sales account, right students? And amount, it's 5,000. okay, now second, how to read it? It's given furniture account, and as we can see, nothing is in the credit side and cash is given in the debit side. So again we read it like this, furniture account debit to cash. So this is furniture account debit to cash, and amount is 8,000. Student, the journal should be very proper, you know. I'm saving the time. You have to make proper format, right? Then do it and write the narration also. Okay, next we have, you can see here, it's purchase, right? And again nothing is in the credit side and it's written on the debit side, so we read it in the same way. How to read? Purchase account debit to, this is Govind. Okay, so your entry is purchase account debit to Govind's account, and amount is 10,000. Now next you can see here, this is Murari account, and now nothing is in the debit side, right? It's mentioned in the credit side. It means students, मुरारी के क्रेडिट में कुछ लिखा हुआ है, इसका मतलब मुरारी अकाउंट तो क्रेडिट हो रहा है, ठीक है. यहाँ परचेज के डेबिट में कुछ लिखा हुआ है, इसका मतलब परचेज अकाउंट तो डेबिट हो रहा है. परचेज अकाउंट डेबिट, नाउ व्हाट, क्रेडिट में ये है. ओके, नाउ यू कैन सी मुरारी के क्रेडिट में कुछ लिखा हुआ है, इसका मतलब मुरारी अकाउंट क्रेडिट है, तो डेबिट क्या, डेबिट ये है, राइट? तो हाउ टू रीड दिस? Murari is credited, so what is debit? Purchase. So purchase account debit to Murari. So your entry is purchase account debit to Murari's account. Amount is given 12,000. Right students, have you understood how to read this entry? Now let's see the next one. It's sales account. Again, nothing is in the debit side. We don't debit the sales, right? It's mentioned in the credit side something. तो इसका मतलब sales account क्या हो रहा है? Credit. और debit क्या हो रहा है? जो यहाँ दिया है. And this is Mohan. Okay. So how to read? Mohan account debit to sales. Mohan's account debit to sales, and amount is 15,000. Okay, now next it is interest account. Interest account, nothing is in the debit side, so we don't read it debit. Okay, now we can see something is given in the credit side, तो interest account क्या हो जाएगा, credit, और debit क्या होगा, जो opposite में है. तो how to read, cash account debit to interest account. Okay, so this is your cash account debit to interest, only interest account. Amount is 500. Right students, I hope you understood it. So simple. Okay, so here we have learned the entries and they have mentioned in the book. I'll give you its photocopy when this will be required. All right, so students, here we have completed the ledger posting. Okay, you will find later on in this chapter certain other illustrations are given here, but these are the things which we will learn later on. Although the ledger posting is absolutely same, there is no change, you can do, in fact you have learned everything. Okay, but ये उन चीज़ों का posting है जैसे कि cash account, subsidiary books. Okay, we have the purchase book, purchase return book, sales return book, cash book, 2-column cash book. Okay, so these kind of things, when we will be learning how to prepare all these things, all these books, then we will be doing the ledger posting of this. Okay, and no different rules are there of the ledger posting. That means you have learned the ledger posting if you have done these questions. All right, so this chapter is over till date. Today I'm starting another chapter that's very easy, very interesting, and very small chapter, which we have done it, right? That is double entry system. Okay, so students, those who didn't watch the earlier classes, in the starting you didn't watch, so you can listen this class very carefully and you will understand everything. Here we will be learning the types of accounts, also the rule regulations of all that. Okay, so double entry system. Students, in the first class I have told you our accountancy is based on double entry system, means double aspects are there, right? This pen is there. If I hand over this pen to somebody, Mr. Ram is at another side, I'm handing over this pen to Mr. Ram. So what I have done, I have given this pen, so somebody is there to receive, somebody has received this pen. So this is double aspect, एक ने दिया है तो दूसरे ने लिया है. Okay, the same example, let's take the example of sales and purchase. Okay, suppose you are a shopkeeper, you are a businessman, shopkeeper, and some customers comes to you, right student? Just presume for a moment, just take yourself to the shop and just imagine you are there, right? And your customers are at another side. They have selected something and they are purchasing. Students, what are they doing? This is the line. Here you are there and here are the customers. So they have selected something, they are purchasing, and what you are doing? You are selling. Double things are there. One transaction is there at your shop. ठीक है, क्या आप कुछ बेच रहे हैं, आप सेल कर रहे हैं, ठीक है? तो it is sale from your side, so what is from their side? They are purchasing, right? Double aspects are there. Now once again the same example, what you are doing, let the customers be at one side. We are not thinking about him now, just think about your side. आप सेल कर रहे हैं, ठीक है? सपोज ये पेन सेल कर रहे हैं, तो ये आप पेन उनको दे रहे हैं, आपने दे दिया, ठीक है? कितने का है? 10 रुपीज़ का. तो आपने क्या दिया? गुड्स दे दी हैं. जिस चीज़ में आप डील करते हैं उसको क्या बोलते हैं? गुड्स बोलते हैं. तो यू हैव हैंडेड ओवर द गुड्स टू द पर्सन, राइट? पेन गया और क्या आएगा साथ में? अगर आपने कुछ बेचा है तो व्हाट डू यू रिसीव? यू रिसीव कैश, राइट? तो पेन गया है और पैसे आए, दैट मीन्स गुड्स आर गोइंग एंड यू आर रिसीविंग द कैश. Double aspect is there. So one thing will be debited and another one will be credited. And if the cash doesn't come, it is on the credit, then we have to write the name of a person. जिस किसी को भी आपने goods बेची हैं, okay, so we have to write his name in the books. We create an account of that person कि Mr. Sham was there who has purchased goods from me and he will be paying me after 15 days or 1 month. ठीक है, तो वो हमारा creditor हो जाता है. तो double aspects are there, right students? One thing is debited and another one is credited. So this is your double entry system. Once there was a time no system was there in Indian accounting, but gradually the system has been developed, the more scientific techniques have come, and these techniques are acceptable by everyone in the whole world, right? I hope it's clear. So let me read it for you. That's the same story. Every transaction involving money or money's worth has twofold aspect: the receiving of a value on the one hand and the giving of the same value on the other, right? This twofold nature in all transactions must be recorded in the books, and this gives rise to the term double entry bookkeeping. All right, students, this definition is given by Munro and Palmer, right? Now, double entry system is the most progressive, scientific and complete system of recording the financial transactions of a business. The rules of recording transactions under this system are so definite and clearly stated that the system is being used extensively in all countries. Okay, one of them is debited and the other is credited. Under the system, the accuracy of the accounts can be checked by preparing a trial balance. Do you understand, students? Accuracy of these accounts can be checked by preparing a trial balance, which we have learned. Once when you do the practical question, so that's very easy to understand the theory. That is why I didn't touch the theory much. Now we will be doing one by one. Okay. Okay. So preparing a trial balance with the help of balances of ledger accounts at any time, and with the help of the trial balance, a profit and loss account can be prepared in order to ascertain the profit earned or loss suffered during a particular year. This is telling students that we have prepared the ledger, and from the ledger we have learned trial balance, and trial balance is the proof of the accuracy, and with the help of trial balance we prepare further accounts which are still to be learned by you. Later on in the last of the book we will be studying like how to prepare trading account, P&L account and balance sheet. Okay, and from these financial statements ultimately we find out what is the profit earned by the firm or loss incurred by the firm. All right, and at last we prepare the balance sheet. Okay, also with the help of the trial balance, a balance sheet can be prepared to ascertain the financial position of the firm. Balance sheet tells the financial position. Position means how much assets and liabilities do you have. Okay, well, double entry system we have done. Meaning of double entry, that's also telling the same story, but let me read this paragraph for you, don't worry. According to this system, every business transaction affects at least two accounts in opposite direction. Opposite direction means one account debit and another one is credit. Now you know better. For example, if the furniture is purchased in the business, furniture is increased whereas cash is decreased. फर्नीचर परचेज करते हैं तो डेबिट व्हाट कम्स इन, क्रेडिट व्हाट गोज आउट. फर्नीचर आ रहा है डेबिट कर देंगे, कैश जा रहा है क्रेडिट कर देंगे. एंड अकॉर्डिंग टू द मॉडर्न अप्रोच फर्नीचर इंक्रीज हो रहा है, असेट्स है, डेबिट कर देंगे. कैश आपका कम हो रहा है, असेट्स है, तो इसको क्रेडिट कर देंगे. ओके, there can be no transaction in the business which affects only one account or which has only one aspect. Understood, students? It's telling there is no transaction in the business at all which affects only one account. No, not at all. This doesn't happen in the double entry system. As such, both the aspects of every transaction are recorded under this system. ठीक है, दोनों ही aspect record होती हैं. It may, however, be noted that the double entry doesn't mean that a transaction is recorded twice. ऐसा नहीं है. Double entry का मतलब misconceptions can be there. Double entry doesn't mean that we recorded double time. 2 times record करना नहीं है. Double entry मतलब both the sides, debit and credit. Okay. So, but it means that at least 2 accounts are affected by a transaction. At one time, with one transaction, 2 accounts will be affected. As I have told you about this sale, आपने सेल किया तो आपके 2 अकाउंट इफेक्ट हो रहे हैं. ठीक है, एक तो आपका गुड्स अकाउंट और दूसरा आपका कैश अकाउंट. कोई भी ट्रांजेक्शन ले लीजिए, either this is purchase, sales, expenses, income, whatever, 2 accounts will be affected. So one account receiving a benefit and the other account yielding a benefit. Okay, the person or the account receiving a benefit is debited and the person or the account who gives something, जिसको मिल रहा है benefit, that will be debited, and who gives the benefit sometime to the बिजनेस इज क्रेडिटेड, वो अकाउंट आपका क्रेडिट हो जाएगा. So the amount of every transaction is written twice, once as a debit and again as a credit. For example, we received 25,000 from Mohan. You know it very very well. 25,000 आपको मोहन से मिले हैं. दो अकाउंट इफेक्ट हुए हैं, एक कैश का एक मोहन का. You have received, कैश आया है आपके पास, कैश अकाउंट डेबिट किससे आया है? मोहन से आया. मोहन इज अ पर्सनल अकाउंट, राइट. ही इज अ गिवर, गिवर को आप क्रेडिट करते हैं तो मोहन को क्रेडिट कर दिया. ऑल राइट. So that's the same thing. We have discussed it many times. Now it's telling principles or characteristics of double entry system. What are the principles and characteristics? Double entry system is based upon the principle that every debit has a credit and every credit has a debit. You must have seen. जर्नल एंट्री हम पूरी कर चुके हैं. आपने देखा है हर डेबिट का क्रेडिट एंड हर क्रेडिट का डेबिट होता है. सिंगल साइडेड एंट्रीज नहीं है ये. ओके. So following are the important features or essentials of the double entry system. What are the specialty features क्या हैं? The first one, every business transaction affects two account. Well, we are not going to read it again. I have told you, we have discussed कि हर business transactions it affects two account. कोई भी एक transaction होती है तो उसमें दो चीज़ें, दो account affect करेंगे आपके. ठीक है. Second one is recording of both personal and impersonal aspects. Well, students, in the first class we have studied, and very soon I'm going to explain this. We have two kind of accounts. One is personal and another one is impersonal. So it's telling a recording of both personal and impersonal aspects. Both personal and impersonal aspects of a transactions are recording in double entry. Double entry में दोनों ही चीज़ें होती हैं. It is possible that both the aspects of a transactions may be personal or both may be impersonal, or one may be personal and another one is impersonal. This we have learned, students. When you have completed all these things you must have seen. ठीक है कि दोनों डेबिट एंड क्रेडिट दोनों चीज़ें आपकी पर्सनल अकाउंट से भी हो सकती हैं, दोनों चीज़ें आपकी इम्पर्सनल अकाउंट से भी हो सकती हैं. ओके. एंड क्वाइट पॉसिबल दैट वन either debit or credit from the personal account and another thing is from the impersonal. Means any of the combination can be there. Okay. There is no such rule कि एक यहाँ से and एक यहाँ से होगा. नहीं, दोनों इस अकाउंट से हो सकते हैं, दोनों इससे हो सकते हैं, एक इससे and एक इससे हो सकता है. All the possibilities are there. Fine. Next we have recording is made according to certain specific rules. Students, you must have seen till now we do the entries according to the rule regulations. We don't use our we are not free to enter according to us. Okay. As we have certain rules. If a businessman proprietor is withdrawing something for the personal use, we take it as a drawing. Okay. And drawing is debited. So these are the rule regulations, what to do, what not to do. And if you are drawing something from the business or bank for the business purpose, so that is cash. So in double entry, one account is debited and other is credited. It doesn't mean that any account may be debited and any account may be credited. There are certain rules for debiting and crediting, and debit and credits are made on the basis of these rules. It's telling students, it doesn't mean कि आपका बस एक काम है कि एक चीज़ को डेबिट कर दो, दूसरे को क्रेडिट कर दो, किसी को भी डेबिट कर दो, किसी को भी क्रेडिट कर दो. It doesn't happen, you know. Let's presume for a moment purchase goods on cash basis. So what is the entry which we have learned, students? Purchase account debit to cash. Okay. ऐसा नहीं है कि आप कर दें कि कैश अकाउंट डेबिट टू परचेज, कि अपने को एक चीज़ डेबिट करनी है, एक क्रेडिट करनी है. आर यू गेटिंग? कि कुछ भी डेबिट कर दो, कुछ भी क्रेडिट कर दो, ऐसा नहीं होता है. देयर आर सर्टेन रूल्स. At this level you know all the rule regulations properly. Okay. So debit what comes in, and we know what kind of account is this. Debit what comes in and credit what goes out. On the basis of this, purchase account debit, goods are coming, goods are the real account. Okay. So debit what comes in and cash is going to cash. So that is the rule. Okay. Now preparation of trial balance. Next characteristics of the double entry system. Since one account is debited and the other is credited, total of all debit is always equal to the total of credit. जर्नल में हमने देखा था सारा डेबिट एंड क्रेडिट, हर एंट्री में डेबिट क्रेडिट बराबर है. तो इफ़ वी डू द टोटल ऑफ द डेबिट साइड एंड वी डू द टोटल ऑफ क्रेडिट साइड, एट लास्ट वी विल फाइंड देयर टोटल्स आर जस्ट इक्वल. ओके. So because of this reason, when you prepare the ledger and trial balance, so that is also equal if you don't commit any arithmetical mistake. Okay, so this helps in finding out the arithmetical accuracy of the accounting records. This is done by preparing a trial balance. All right, students. So that's all in this. And now we have classification of account, which we have already done in, I think, second video of our accountancy. But let me give its brief to you. I'll take 2-3 minutes and let me teach you this revision, sort of revision. Classification of account, this we are doing according to the traditional approach, students. As we have discussed, we have two approaches, traditional approach and modern approach. So first, basically everything we have learned according to traditional approach. Modern approach मैंने आपको बीच में बताया था, that's very simple. So classification of account, we have personal account and impersonal, and impersonal is further classified in two parts, that's real account and nominal. Okay, now in personal account, further we have classified this personal in three parts. I'll give you its brief, I'll give you its photograph. Okay, personal account we have three kind: natural person, representative personal, and artificial personal. Three kind of personal accounts are there. Natural person means Ram, Sham, Mohan, Sohan, they are the natural person. Okay, representative person, पर्सनल मीन्स इट इज़ रिप्रेजेंटिंग समथिंग, जैसे कि मेरा बैंक अकाउंट. ओके, बैंक अकाउंट सबके अलग अलग होते हैं, सबका अपना बैंक अकाउंट नंबर होता है. तो माय बैंक अकाउंट इज हैविंग द डिफरेंट नंबर, योर बैंक अकाउंट इज हैविंग द डिफरेंट नंबर. दैट मीन्स एवरी बैंक अकाउंट इज रिप्रेजेंटिंग समबडी एल्स, सम पर्सन, राइट, और सम फर्म. फर्म भी क्या होती है आपकी, आर्टिफिशियल पर्सन होती है. तो दिस कम्स इन द representative personal account which is representing something. An artificial personal account किसी फर्म का नाम है, किसी कंपनी का नाम है. तो ये कंपनी के लिए पढ़ा था ना बीएसटी में, कंपनी इज एन आर्टिफिशियल पर्सन. ठीक है, तो कंपनी अगर अपना कोई अकाउंट क्रिएट करती है तो वो उसका पर्सनल अकाउंट हो जाता है बैंक में. सो वी हैव द पर्सनल अकाउंट्स. एंड व्हाट इज द रूल ऑफ पर्सनल अकाउंट दैट वी हैव लर्न? डेबिट द रिसीवर एंड क्रेडिट द गिवर. पर्सनल में गिवर एंड रिसीवर, राइट. सो डेबिट द रिसीवर, जिसको कोई चीज़ मिलती है वो डेबिट हो जाएगा, एंड देने वाला क्रेडिट हो जाएगा. ओके, सो सर्टेन रूल्स विल बी देयर, वी विल बी, इट्स गिवन हियर. डेबिट that person's account who receives something from the business, and credit that person's account who gives something. That's given in the detail. Okay, so more detail they have given, as I have explained: natural personal account, artificial personal account, and the representative personal account, and the rules they must have given. Now this was the personal account. I've told you. Now we have impersonal account, which is further divided in two parts, that's real account. Okay, and later on I'll show you that is a nominal account. So what comes in the real account? रियल अकाउंट में आप असेट्स को लेते हैं. ठीक है, असेट्स आर अ पार्ट ऑफ द रियल अकाउंट. बिजनेस की असेट्स, यानी हिंदी में इसको संपत्ति बोलते हैं. दे हैव टेकन एन एग्जाम्पल: कैश अकाउंट, फर्नीचर अकाउंट, मशीनरी अकाउंट, बिल्डिंग अकाउंट, गुडविल अकाउंट, राइट, इन्वेस्टमेंट अकाउंट. तो ये सारे आपके क्या हैं, असेट्स हैं. एंड दीज ऑल आर अ पार्ट ऑफ रियल अकाउंट. कैश इज ऑल्सो अ पार्ट ऑफ दिस. ओके, एंड असेट्स को भी इन्होंने फर्दर क्लासिफाइड किया है कि रियल अकाउंट में सारी असेट्स होती हैं. असेट्स को किस तरह क्लासिफाई किया है? टेंजिबल एंड इनटेंजिबल असेट्स. टेंजिबल असेट्स आर दोज वन विच वी कैन सी एंड टच, एंड इनटेंजिबल असेट्स आर दोज वन विच वी कांट सी एंड टच. ओके, so tangible assets, your plant and machinery, buildings, stock, furniture, which you can see and touch, and intangible assets which you can't see and touch, like certain patents, goodwill, trademark, copyright, these kind of things. ये आपकी assets हैं. These gives you the benefit, helps you in earning, but we can't see those one, right? And the rule is debit what comes in, credit what goes out, right? रियल अकाउंट, डेबिट व्हाट कम्स इन, आने वाली चीज को डेबिट करो और जाने वाली को क्रेडिट करो. डेबिट व्हाट कम्स इन एंड क्रेडिट व्हाट गोज आउट. ओके, पर्सनल का क्या था? डेबिट द रिसीवर, क्रेडिट द गिवर. रियल का डेबिट व्हाट कम्स इन एंड क्रेडिट व्हाट गोज आउट. फाइन. थर्ड वन वी हैव द नॉमिनल अकाउंट. नॉमिनल अकाउंट इज कंटेनिंग all the expenses, losses, income and gain. Fine students, it's very simple. Like salary paid, expense, any other expenses, advertisement expenses है, insurance है, rent है, कुछ भी expenses pay किया है, या कोई भी loss है जैसे loss by fire whatever, right? तो वो सारे आपके nominal account में हैं. Besides this, incomes like interest received, rent received, dividend received, ये सारी income है. तो these are also a part of nominal account. Okay, so nominal account में all the expenses, losses, income and gain. And what is its rule? That's very simple. Debit all the expenses and losses, credit all the income and gain. That's all. Fine. So here we have revised these traditional approach classification of accounts we have done. Okay, so students, please complete your homework timely, learn the things, go through these pages which I take a pic and I send you. Just go through all these things properly. If you have any doubt, you should ask. Don't keep the doubts with you. Fine, do the homework properly. Thank you.